You are only as good as the leaders you surround yourself with. Every leader needs more than a right hand. They also need a left hand. Today, I'm going to outline why this is important. Let's dive in. I was talking to a C-level executive recently, and I commented that she is only as good as the leader she surrounds herself with. As you might imagine, this opened the door to a great conversation. What sparked that conversation was when I asked her who on her team she could count on. She immediately identified this one individual and raved about him. I thought that was awesome. I then asked her, who else? The delayed response told me everything I needed to know. I then asked her who on her leadership team she trusted to give her advice and input on important matters. Who had the courage and tact to help her identify blind spots? I then asked her who could represent her when she wasn't in the room. Here's the bottom line. You are only as good as the leaders you surround yourself with. That starts, and I'm emphasizing starts, with having both a right and a left hand. Many of us heard about the power of one focus, one target market, one problem, one solution. In leadership, we've also heard about the importance of having one right hand. Imagine for a second the power of two. Let me give you an example. Most aspects of our daily lives are based on having two arms. Two arms increase our ability to lift and carry objects, multitask, and find equilibrium. Whether you're right-handed or left, we need the other arm to complement our actions. Our arms and hands are cross-wired with our brains, with each side of the brain having a specialized function. For example, the left brain controls mathematical, analytical, and logical processing like reading, writing, and calculations. Some people may call it the rational side of the brain. The right side controls sense perception, emotional processing, and artistic functions. It is the more visual side that deals with images and more than words. But both sides of our brain complement and balance our body's roles and behaviors. The same is true in leadership. The leader of an organization needs a left and a right hand balance. The most successful leaders have a balance of skills and input on their team. One of my clients is led by a great CEO. Without question, he is exceptionally talented, innovative, and decisive. He is passionate about his work and compassionate for his team, clients, and partners. His leadership style is progressive and is one of the most loyal individuals I know. His team loves him, and they're willing to go to a brick wall blindfolded for him, metaphorically speaking. But that is not why his company has had the success they've had. Their explosive growth is because he was smart enough to surround himself with the right leadership team who built the team below them. The old saying is true. It starts at the top. For starters, he has a right and a left hand. He has two highly aligned leaders who see things from a completely different perspective, which makes their input that much more valuable. Every leader needs individuals on his or her team to provide the predominantly left and right hand perspectives in a manner that balances their thought processes and decisions. Just as the brain integrates the inputs from our right and left side, so must the leader integrate inputs from his or her team to lead effectively. Leadership is a collective effort, requiring coordination and agility. You're only as good as the leaders you surround yourself with. Do you have the right team around you? Who can you count on? Who is representing you when you're not in a room? Who on your team is your right and left hand? When you build an organization where every leader has a right and left hand, you have a solid leadership team up and down the business. If you want more insight and perspectives on leadership, I'd like to buy you a copy of my book, Freedom to Experiment. How to ignite a new level of energy, focus, and momentum in yourself and your team. Follow the link in the description, and I'll personally sign a copy for you. If you want to explore ways that you can develop and retain the leaders on your team, I've also included a link to schedule a call with our team. Okay, if you like what I shared today, do me a favor. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up, right? Share a comment related to your business. And of course, subscribe, because each week I'm sharing content to help you and your team embrace change, focus your efforts, and accelerate results. Remember this, you're just one idea away.